Hey everyone, welcome to the weekly tarot forecast for the Numinous week beginning July the 20th. I'm Lindsay Mack, and the card that I've pulled for us this week is Eight of Swords. Our second 8 in a consecutive pull. Very powerful. We're getting ready to push. We're getting ready to move forward. We're getting ready to give birth here. 8s, as I've mentioned last week, are transformation cards. They're essentially what makes it happen. They're what gets us to the 9s and the 10s and to the end of where we're going, to the end of this cycle for ourselves. So with the 8 of Swords, what we have is a little bit different than 8 of Wands. 8 of Wands has to do with passion, fire, creativity, rocketing us forward, literally like an arrow filled with inner fire, moving toward what we desire most. That's the 8 of Wands. Now, 8 of Swords is like internally and mentally the prison doors of our self-limiting prophecies, behaviors, feelings are all getting blown open. This card is going to help us this week with the belief and the beliefs and the thoughts that may roll through our heads, such as, who am I to do this? I don't deserve this. Someone's better than me. You know, I can't do it. What if I fail? You know, or conversely, I'd better hurry up and do XYZ, or else someone will take it, or else I'll never do it, or else someone else will do it and I won't, or else I'll never get the nerve to do what I want to do. So self-limiting beliefs all over the place, mostly from the brain, so kind of steeped in that egoic idea of the idea that someone else can live your destiny for you, which is impossible, but the brain would have you think that it's possible, of course. 8 of Swords is the week. This is the week where we are able to really start moving, where things are going to start flowing out of us that have been gestating in us for months, weeks, even years. This is the week for us to be able to look at our brain's story about who we are and what we're doing here, and to be able to say, that's not true for me. This is true for me. And that's where I'm going to step forward. It's a liberation of the mind, this card, and a detachment, which is something very similar that we were in a couple of weeks ago in 5 of Swords, only 8 of Swords is way less intense, way less painful. It's essentially this week asking us to end a cycle of believing that we're trapped, caught, unable to move. The door has been open this whole time. It's just that now we're finally realizing that it is. The other thing about this card, it begs us to choose to do things in the easiest, most graceful, most manageable, and present, aligned ways possible. So if you're trying to break out of a jail cell, make sure you check to see whether or not the window's open first. That's the idea with this card, is to really be tapped in, to really be looking at reality, and to really allow the brain to take a back seat for the soul to kind of step forward. So there are a lot of opportunities for mental freedom this week, and I recommend that you look very deeply, as much as you can, at every single moment in which you feel, or we feel, the pull of doubt, shame, fear, lack of belief, lack of confidence, to bring it back into presence and to realize we're divine children of God. And if you don't believe in God, you're a divine child of this universe, no less sacred and important than any flower, any baby, any tree. And what you came to do is precious and special. If anything mentally separates you from that, it's time to go. And the energetic pull of the week is ready to help support you in letting it go. So let your focus be around what limits you and what's ready to set you free. So thank you for being here. Hopefully that resonated and served, and I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.